Alright, what's up guys? What's a Gamer Bra here? And I'm here with another episode of Payday 2. This is going to be all of the patch notes that have come out for Payday 2 up to this point, besides 1 through 4, because those were minor things and there's really no need to even talk about those. Some of those things were changed back to the original, but 5 through 10 were basically the biggest updates we've had so far. So let's get into it. Let's start with number 5, which was at the time the biggest update we had. I feel like 10's bigger than that, but we'll get into it. Gameplay wise, what did they fix? Overkill, this is when they implemented basically most of the car chases. It says we got word from Bane that the Washington PD is really stepping up their car chase unit. Keep an extra eye out in the back mirror heading out of your heist. That's basically saying there's going to be more escape missions. This is when you could no longer grab the bags through walls, which I was really happy about, because I thought, it was a bit too easy. Missions like Firestarter Day 1, just a lot of the missions were a bit too easy because you could just put them in the back. Even in Watch Dogs, it made it 10 times harder not being able to grab through walls, and I love the update. Some people disagree, but I like it a lot. Revives. You can't revive your teammates to your walls anymore too. Huge thing. I thought that was always like another thing. This game, I feel difficulties toned down from Payday 1 a little bit, which I don't have a problem with, because I know there's going to be DLC and harder missions, but the first set of missions are easier than Payday 1. And I felt like that was a problem only because the reviving through walls made it a lot easier. Because I remember when I would be playing, bank heist was the biggest one for this. If someone was getting rushed in that room, right across from the tellers, where you could probably get to when you're trying to stealth it, if you sneak quick enough through, you know what I'm talking about, the room where the ammo bag comes, and someone gets down in there, you could be just hiding right behind the wall and pick them up, and then they can get out. It's it's kind of crazy to be able to revive people through walls. I didn't have a huge problem with it because I guess Payday has been known for the through the wall stuff, but I like this update. The next thing, your loot bags now show up in a growing pile in your escape card shopper. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But after realizing it, it is awesome. Seeing the paintings and the money stack up in the back of the car, and now you can kind of count that I get everything. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. I don't know, but I think it's awesome. It might be a minor thing, but it makes the game a lot better. Now we're going to go on to skills. This is skills. Updated several skill descriptions, meaning the actual wording on the skills. I'm just making sure you guys know that. Not anything to do with the skills, just the wording. ECM jammers can now be used to open ATM machines. At first I thought this would be terrible, but I think it's a good idea because you need one ECM for one ATM machine. So I feel it encourages now. I'm more likely to run ECM when I'm trying to stealth, because I know on bank, I can't just not use this anymore. I should put it away. Now I can use it to open an ATM. The one thing that this update should have brought that hasn't even been brought all the way up to 10 was they should have increased the amount you need on 4 stores, but increased the money in the vault. So it should be like, alright, you could, maybe it's 50k you need instead of 15, right? You open up the ATM machines that are there. I think there's only one usually, and you get 28k of that. Now you open up the little cash register things, and you get maybe up to 35k, and then there's a lot more money in the safe to get. So you wouldn't need to go in the ATM or any of the cash registers to get the money. I think that would make it a bit better, and then you should have one safe that you cannot blow open. That would help. That would increase the amount of farming on that mission, and it would make it a bit harder because it's unplayable for me right now. because I'm not going to just not open the ATM machine like it's, so tweaked ECM feedback potensity. I'm not sure what this really means. I feel like it's louder because it seems a lot louder. It seems the ECM, you really can tell when it's on and off, which is awesome. Yeah. Silent killer is buffed. That's good. That's actually a perk. So, or it's a skill. Silent drilling, it lowered the drill sound effect volume when the skill is activated. All the drill skills I felt were a waste of money because I didn't feel like they did much, and I'm hoping that this I don't have the perk, so I don't really know, but I do know I silenced me and my friend, we stealth bank heist, and we didn't even go in the lobby at all. We actually stayed in the we actually ended up staying in that back area, which was really cool, and we were able to silently drill without taking any of the civilians in the front, or there was actually, there's the cubicles or whatever, and there's there's 4 of them, and there's 2 in the front, and there's civilians there, and we were drilling, and they didn't hear us, and that was so cool. He had silent drill. So, I don't know if it applies to the thermal drill, though, so we'll see. But I thought that's something nice to add. Chameleon skill description text is now updated and more descriptive. I don't know why they had to put that there, but I guess that's cool because they do have updated several skill descriptions. Drill Sergeant basic and ace bonus increase. That's pretty cool. Buff cable guy aced. That gives you 6 instead of 5 cable ties, which I like because I thought it was a little bit, more. I thought it was a little bit. I think you needed a little bit more. I don't think you needed 10 like the beta, but you did need more. Converted cops damage was buffed. I like that because I feel I used so much skill points. I used so many skill points to get up to the top of the skill tree and mastermind to pick that up, and they suck. Now I feel, actually after this update, I waited a little while so I could really test this stuff out. That's why I'm a little late on this because this was almost 7 days ago. So, basically, I felt like after this update, my cops were taking more damage, and they were just taking out 2 or 3 of their own kind. Like, I had a heavy FBI guy, and I was getting rushed, and he took out like 3 of those, and I was like, that's what I wanted out of the perk. Buffed underdog basic, that's pretty good. Stockholm syndrome, civilians ride the player faster now. I have this also, but I haven't actually been able to use it. I think this Stockholm syndrome, I feel like it's a little bit of a waste because I don't know what mission. I think in DLC this could show up more, but not many missions are there civilians besides like jewelry store. What else? All the banks, there's civilians, of course. But they're usually tied up. I don't know if they can revive you tied up. I have not yet to get revived by a civilian. So I'm going to test this out a bit more. Maybe on Jewelry Store, I think I'm going to just go through and test it. But I think it did, this doesn't really buff it. It just makes it quicker. Which, I have no problem with. Saves. That's all the skills. Now we're going on to saves. Fix that the progress backup save language wasn't clear enough. I guess I don't really know. I guess that's cool if you need this, but I don't really need that. HUD viewpoints no longer clips at the edge. I didn't have that problem with my computer, but some people do, so that's good. Sound, adding beeping call sound for the pager call. Yeah, I actually really like that addition. Because now you hear beep, beep, beep. It's really loud, and then you look at that pager. Cranked up the volume on the ECM jammer. There we go. Alright. So, you can really hear the ECM. Like, it's really, really loud. So, you know when it's up and when it's down. And I like that because before this update, you're like, wait, is ECM still up? Now you know if it's still up. New Bane lines added. Yeah, that's cool. I think we need more lines. And I feel like people say they released the game unfinished. I believe they released the game without certain things implemented, that's for sure. But it's a finished game. I mean, it was marked down to 30 and when they released it, and they gave us a beta before that. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that this game was unfinished, but definitely polish was gone from it. It wasn't polished, and this is cool. We're already starting to get more lines in. Added new footsteps. The characters walked really weird, so, Oh, well, this is sound, so maybe that's just the sound of their footsteps. Yeah, that's right. Alright. We now stop animations at mission end to prevent them from triggering sound. For example, no more reload sound from shotgun in mission end screen. That was a weird thing to read. And actually, this is not completely fixed, because I was playing last night. This is after update 10, and I heard Bane's stupid get into the vault, get the money, get to the escape, whatever the hell he says. And then I heard him talking at the end saying you did a good job, so while we were at that main screen. So that's not quite fixed yet. They got to work on this. They're a small development team. Weapons. Fixed pistols, some of them not using aiming sensitivity. I never had this problem, but when I was playing during patch 5, before, I didn't really use pistols pre-patch 5 that much. Crime net and menu. This is when they put the filters in. Not the good filters like they have after 10, but the just difficulty filters, which at the time was good enough for me. It really helped me get to overkill missions when I wanted them. XP tweaks to 1-day jobs versus 3-day jobs. And it says, it's much worth doing 2 to 3 day jobs. I have seen that now. That actually worked. When I do a Ukrainian job, or, you can't do Ukrainian job not farming anymore, because every lobby you get into, they want to farm. So I can't wait till the quick update when they change because I don't know if you guys realize this, but actually I'll talk about this at update 10. Let's just get on with this. When I do framing streams day 3, I rank up every time. I'm level 62 and I'm ranking up almost every time. When I do one of the 1-day jobs, it barely touches my bar. So this is good. This is really good. I like this. Prevent terminate contract option if signed out. Server in failed/disconnect state. I don't really know this one, actually, to be completely honest with you. Fix support for ultra widescreen, says iInfinity. I guess that's good if you have one of those. Those last two never happened to me, so if those go to you, they sound like they help out a lot. Enemies, here we go. Alright. Enemies will now be highlighted when they are behind glass. Thank God. While players looking through cameras and the box marking heads of enemies will work through glass. Thank you. When you're trying to stealth and you see a guy but you can't mark him through the glass to show them where they are, a guy inside, that is a huge problem. Thank you. Gangster can be highlighted during sneak phase. There's no mission that you're stealthing with gangsters, really, but it's a good thing when you're doing Firestarter Day 1 or Big Oil Day 1, because you're, Big Oil especially, you want to rush in and get the intel, right? So you now can mark and you can maneuver in the house without being seen for a little while, and you could show where they are so you know mostly where they are so you can take them out. And on Firestarter Day 1, you can mark guys so you can melee and just take a few of them out. I don't think you can stealth that one, but hey, it's possible if you melee every guy, I'm pretty sure. But, we'll try. Tweaked enemy surrender chances. This is, I believe, they didn't say if it goes to the Dominator perk, but I don't think there's any other perk that makes you surrender, so this is good. It doesn't say if they tweaked it for the better or the worst, but it seems like better, because the Dominator perk pre this patch was useless. Sometimes, and it still happens, you go to dominate them, and they fire off a shot first, and then they decide to get dominated. I'm sorry, but no security guard in the world would fire just right off the bat, just boom. You see something, boom. you don't know what's in. You don't know what it would be, especially when you're in the bathroom, you're hiding in the stall. He comes in, you have him dominated. He decides to fire one bullet and then dominate. So that's a huge issue. Sniper shoots less often, but packs more punch. This is cool, because I remember the sniper used to just spray. Now you see the laser targeting right at you, and then the one shot, and it takes you out a lot. Taser has more health and is a bit more sadistic. Good. This game needs more difficulty. I've definitely seen that. I like the fact in this game that they have tasers roll two together, two at a time. I'm not sure if they had that in Payday 1. I don't think they did. But they have two tasers at a time. So you take one out, the other one can tase you, or they can get, I've never seen two people get tased, but that'd be cool just to see, two people getting tased. Bulldozers has now a higher damage tolerance and is more evil. This is another good thing, really. Really good thing, because I want the difficulty to rise a little bit. So now, and bulldozers only come on overkill, so you don't have to worry about like a normal mission, people getting dominated by bulldozers, because they really never come on that at that time. But I agree, this needed to be upped, and it was. Thank God it was buffed. Also, bulldozers usually roll two at a time. Also, now I see, so that's awesome. I love that. Taser volume is cranked up. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Here. That's cool. It's a nice addition, I guess. It's nothing huge, but hey, you do hear the that little charge up, so that's pretty good. Converted guards on player side don't try to sneak off a call for backup. That didn't happen to me much, but that's a good thing, The animations fix on saw melee. I actually didn't have the saw at this point, so I don't know what the old animation looked like, but I'm guessing it was bad. Network. Fix this team disconnect issue caused by slow hard drive stalling the network thread. This never happened to me, but I know it's happened to friends. So you gotta fix crashes and stuff. That's huge. Optimize the network code for less waiting. That's cool. Because sometimes, before this patch, I'd wait a while for me to get in. Alright, now we're getting to the jobs. Mall Crasher's job. Lots of new art for the mall, such as lamps, barista furniture, and more. Alright, that's pretty cool, just look in the mall, make the mall look a little bit better. New asset icons for Mall Crasher gas cans are in. That's alright. I'm not sure, that's not worded very well on here, but I think it's new icons on the asset screen, so that's pretty good. Blocked off a place where the player could get stuck if he really wanted to inspect certain gym equipment from interesting angles. That's pretty good. If you're for some reason looking at the gym equipment in interesting angles and you're getting stuck, that's something you need to fix. Fix the wonky door on Mall Crashers, that's good. Made the AA move around better on the map. Yeah, before this patch, Mall Crashers, it seemed like the AI would they'd either go up one hallway, they'd go up one set of stairs. Since then, I've seen them use side stairs a lot more too, which you need enemies coming from everywhere, because this mission otherwise is a boring piece of crap. But I feel like people hate on it, but it could be good if it was harder. I feel like that you could keep 4 stores, and I don't know, and there was like a different variation of Mall Crashers. Like one was destroy 50,000, and the other was get 50,000 worth of money, something like that. Variety it up a little bit and make it a lot harder. Remove small rooms with the gas cans. The reviewers wanted this, so I guess that's good. Like I said, I didn't play this mission enough to really have a problem with that, and I barely ever bought that asset. Alright, framing frame job, train trade. Fix issues where bags wouldn't count when traded in the train trade. That's huge. That actually happened to me, which was like, alright, well, That's one painting we didn't get money for, which is you have to fix. Bad collision on roof of train fixed. Another good thing. Fixed collision in the secret tunnels. I actually, at this point, never went down into the secret tunnel, so I don't know anything else than like this. Remove the floating stone with a little smiley face. Hey, we can't have flown stoning. Stoning. Wow. Floating stones. Ukrainian job. Safes that would open, safes that would spawn set of walls have been removed. Alright, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I think that's a bug. I'm not sure if they mean like the wall safes or actually inside a wall so you couldn't see anything. I'm not sure. Bank jobs. Move the ATM machines in the lobby a bit so they don't intersect. I can't really tell the difference, but that's pretty good. Thermal drill. Okay, yeah. Here it is. Thermal drill now gets technician bonuses for speed, alert radius, and fixing itself. So it didn't have it before, but now it does. All right, frame job. This is, I think, in its entirety, not just a train trade. Fix disappearing environment on the roof of the penthouse. Fix a light bug. Fix some rare objective bugs. The light bug. I don't know these other two, but the light bug. It wasn't a huge thing, but if you would break glass on the roof and you'd look, there was like just light, and then you'd look away and there's no light. And you gotta remember, this is during the night time, so I mean it's just a little thing, but it was fixed, so that's nice. For storage job. ATM machines now have a random chance on appearing. Awesome. So now people want to farm might not be able to get the ATM machine. I'm not against farming, but I feel like those are the people that roll through the game and then are like, well, they don't have enough this, they don't have enough that. That's what I feel. Change civilian animation so they no longer are stone cold civilians during assaults. Yeah, this mission was possibly the worst for it, actually. This mission, a lot of times the civilians would just sit there, like, you're robbing them, yelling at them, and they're just sitting there looking at the chips, and they're in the chips aisle. So, this had to be fixed, and it was. Rat job trade. Fix a crash related to the client drop-in, joining and crashing after a couple seconds. That never happened to me, but I saw a few forums saying that. I looked at the forums before this to kind of see a lot of the problems people were having, and I remember this. Art. Made glass double-sided on the player van. Added window damage on the office dividers with glass in them. This is for art. I mean, this is just miscellaneous stuff. It's not that big of a deal. Escapes. Added park escape in daytime and cafe escape in daytime for better variety. There used to be park night, cafe night, I believe, and now you got daytime. That's awesome. The changing of days, I feel, really changes the entire feel of the game. More variety in these escapes. Remove flying bushes on the park escape. I mean, you don't want flying bushes, so that's pretty good. Watch Dogs job. The truckload, which is, I believe, day 1, I'm guessing. Fix a gate that reacted in strange ways when C4 was used. Fix an issue where bag could be thrown in unreachable places. Yeah, there was like one little place I remember. That never happened to me, but oh no, actually it did happen to me once. That's right, and that's a bug you need to fix. Some people, they're not good at throwing bags and they mess up and they throw them in a bad spot. Alright, fire starter job day 1. Fix so cameras stop beeping after the alarm goes off. That's good, because they had little bugs like that. Not every time it happened, but it did happen every once in a while. Fix fire starter job day 2. Cuff guard that is not detected as suspicious activity. Oh, fix for cuff guard that is not detected as suspicious activity. That's good. Yeah, so now when there's a bug where they would see the cuff guard and they still wouldn't raise the alarm. Fix breakable glass in the server room. I didn't have a problem. I never did that. Never happened. But that's alright. Safe house. Fix for one secondary slot missing in the weapons rack. Just a nice little touch. And now we continue to have fun, guys. That was the little message from Overkill. Update 6. Here we go. General. This was basically almost only for Steam. So it was like a Steam. Here, there's only 4 things in this one. Fix the Steam disconnect crash Fixed collision on Watch Dogs Day 1. Added it so that, never mind, this is pretty big. Added so that the ECM blocks pagers if deployed before they go off. Warning, they come back after the ECM is done, then you need to deal with them as usual. The ECM is a delay of the call, not a terminator of it. That is cool. I like that. Update 7. This is another little short one. This is longer than 6, but still pretty short. Tweak the escape rate on several heights, lowering the chance of an escape happening. People really didn't like the escape, so they lowered it, but it's still high. And, people are just stopped complaining. Cable ties will no longer be replenished if dropping out and then into a game again. Yeah, see, that's one thing they gotta fix in one of these upcoming updates is sometimes when people drop into your match and say, I'm just alive or something, they drop in, they come back alive. Like, I don't know. That's a little bit OP. I haven't heard anyone abuse it, but that's what I've seen. Alright, backup save is now saved automatically every time the user loads back to menu. Good, because sometimes, you didn't quit out of the game, you crashed, and people were losing their levels, and you can't have that happening. That's good. Because backup save is saved automatically, players no longer asked to save while quitting the game. They still ask me. They still are asking me, so I don't really know. Skill. Silent drilling. Lowered the drill sound volume when the skill is activated. So they lowered it after they hired it, so update 5 is obsolete. Implemented a fix connecting to player movement crashes. Implemented a fix where players would crash seemingly because of connection problems, but not actually because of the host issues. Now, that was all of Update 7. Update 8, oh god, this is even shorter. Fix an issue where the game would crash if the player was trading a hostage to get the host out of custody. You gotta fix that. I mean, I like how they probably just attacked right at that, and they got it done, and they updated it. And this was the 27th. It was a day after Update 7, so that was good. Update 9. Here we go. We're getting into the bit bigger ones. This one's actually, this one's a bit bigger, yeah. Alright. General. Fixed for looping sounds getting stuck for hosts while interacting with something giving a bag. Someone giving a bag. Fix the looping sound getting stuck for hosts while interacting with someone giving a bag when client finishes interacting with the same object. Fix an issue where the texture bleed would occur fix an issue where texture bleed would occur on uppercase H. Fix some collision issues. Fix an issue where the player would get stuck in the toilet on the framing frame day 1. Wow, that never happened to me. That's kind of funny. Fix an issue where the player would get stuck behind doors. Yes. What mission was it? Big time. It's the Big Oil Day 2, I think. Right? Big Oil Day 2. One of the rooms you would open, it was in the corner. And, you would get stuck behind it. And it happened to me once, and I've been in countless lobbies with it happening. Countless, So, you gotta fix that. And they did. They did a good job fixing that. Made some minor GUI tweaks. Overall, for the general, it's just little tweaks like that. Armors. The 2 heaviest armors now make you slower than before. They do make you slower. And that's a good thing, because people used to say, like, well, I used to think, I'll just run the fast armor, the heavy armor all the time, because it's not that much slower. Now it's a bit more slow. Still not slow enough, I think, but that's fine. Weapons. CMP submachine gun has new animation and a vertical grip. That's cool. I didn't use the CMP submachine gun before this update. I have it now, but I did not use it before. Third-person barrel extension. The nozzle named Stubby has an updated texture. That's pretty cool. Payday. Here we go. There's now a higher chance to drop weapon mods for a weapon to current. Jeez, I cannot talk right now. There's now is a higher chance to drop weapon mods for weapons you currently own. That's cool, because a lot of people were saying, I was getting all these weapon mods for a gun I don't even have. I don't want them. And, I guess that's alright. Some masks are now more rare than they were previously. Yesterday, I actually got an Infamous mask. And the only problem I have with getting that infamous mask was it was on a jewelry store overkill that I was trying to stealth with my little brother to help him, not help him rank up, but you know he's my little brother. He's kind of struggling a little bit, and so we stealthed the whole thing, and I got an infamous mask after to the Payday cards. It's jewelry store. I shouldn't be getting anything infamous out of that, but I did, and I like the infamous mask, but I would like to see it. You know, you get a higher rate of getting it at the top tier. That would also get rid of farming. They try to get rid of farming in the wrong ways, I feel, and this is one of them. Chance for cash drop cards and Payday is now reduced depending on your reputation level. That is cool because, you know, by the time you're level 62 and you have more than $13 million in your spending cash, you don't want the cash drop anymore. Now, what I'm saying is, when I was level 15 or 16 and I got that 16 extra K, that was pretty big. So it's not as bad as it is when you're a higher level, so that's cool. Ghost. Ghost, honestly, is a shitty skill tree, because I don't think they did a very good job with it, besides the, Lucky Charm, but I don't like, and bagging bodies. Those are the only two things I feel are really cool about that actual skill tree. But Ghost Tier 4. It now reduces the movement speed penalty for armor. This is where they're trying to make it better, and this is where it's coming to. It's getting better as they update, so I like this. This is good. This is something I would buy. Reducing the speed penalty for armor. I want that. Ghost Tier 6 now gives your weapon a chance to pierce enemy armor plates. I don't know why you'd put that in Ghost. I feel like that should be an Enforcer, but hey, it's making the Ghost better. Skill, SMG Specialist, Ace. Skill has been replaced. It is now increased the rate of fire for all SMG weapons. Alright, that's pretty cool. Skill, Silent Kill or Ace. Skill has been upgraded. All your silenced weapons now have a chance to pierce an enemy armor plates. This actual update is making Ghost a lot better. This update, update 9, making it a lot better. Lock Picking Expert Ace. Skill has been upgraded. You can now also interact even faster while lockpicking. So, just in this one update, they made Ghost from, I think, shitty to in the middle. It's still not good. It's not as good as Mastermind is. Mastermind just has too much going for it. Enforcer, too much going for it. And Technician, I feel, even has more going for it with the C4. So, they're going to keep updating Ghost, making it better. Alright, here's Update 10. This is not a huge one, but it did huge stuff. Update 5 was the biggest, but this did the biggest stuff in overall terms. Alright, here we go. New seating for CrimeNet contracts. All available contracts will have a chance to be displayed. No more waiting forever for a contract to appear. That's awesome. You know? Less waiting, and all the contracts will have a chance to be displayed. New CrimeNet filter, where you can filter on specific contract. Yes, you can. You can hit Framing Frame, Day 3, or not Day 3, Framing Frame Pro Job, that's what I meant to say, and boom, it will show up. Any difficulty. You can now buy contracts of A1 CrimeNet. Bane will set you up free for a deducted from your offshore account. Set you up for a fee. Sorry, my computer kind of glitched out there. So basically, this is the coolest new feature. They said they're going to do more with the offshore account, but for now, this is how you do it. You have it where you can buy the missions, so now people at least say, okay, well, my offshore account can do this. It can now do something. It's not a huge deal, but I have so much in the offshore, I just continually buy the mission I want. And the cool thing is people always wanted that menu back. They did a menu while sticking to the CrimeNet theme. That's cool. They did the menu while sticking to the CrimeNet theme. That's how you do it. Gameplay. For all stealth crews out there, you can now highlight cameras as long as the alarm hasn't been triggered. Jeez, I cannot talk. Triggered. That's another big thing. I like that. I never knew why you couldn't do that. Now, I could show them where a camera is instead of saying, well, it's on the wall, top right, in the certain room. Now I can show them. Safe House. Due to popular demand from the community, we've improved the Safe House vault. If you're rich enough, you know what we mean. I went into my vault, and it's kind of cool because they have the money stacked up now on the ground. It used to be like, where was it? It used to be on like the left side, but now it's coming across. So it's like you're just running on top of your money. I thought that was kind of cool. I might not be rich enough though to actually get the whole feeling of it, but I thought it was cool. Skill Shinobi aced. Change skill description to more accurately describe what the skill does. That's good because I think you need to explain every skill so people exactly know. Juggernaut ace. Sprint and shoot upgrade added to the skill. Nice. Make every I like they're improving the skills. Now I wish once we get cloakers in here, I want to see how hard this game is, and then I could tell you really what I feel. Sprint and reload upgrade added to the skill. For Kilmer ace, alright, that's pretty cool. Weapon stubby can now be modded on the CP submachine gun. Alright, that's pretty cool. CMP getting the stubby. Silence guns are much better silenced. Try it and you see if you like it. Bug fixes. Infamous alt space bug and beep keyboard is gone. Plus dead. Plus no more. That's pretty cool. Fix an issue with the pager yellow highlights on gangsters killed before cops are alerted. Yeah, because actually I was kind of nervous when I killed a gangster and I saw them highlight. I was like, wait a second. Do they have pagers now? Because if they do, that's a piece of shit, and they don't. So we're lucky. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Honestly, I started live streaming at twitch.tv. You can see the at twitch.tv/whatsagamerbro. I don't actually know the exact URL of it, but it's on my channel. You can click on it and take you right to my channel. I stream almost every day of the weekend. So Friday night, Saturday night, and that's it. Not Sunday. Maybe like midday Sunday, but I would not stream at night. But this week I'm actually going to be streaming Sunday night because it's Labor Day weekend. So I'll be able to do that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like these patch updates. I wanted to wait on this one. I was gonna do 5 because it's so big, but I thought I have big enough gameplay. Let me just get all the patch updates going. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you. Please subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you.